Yep.
Welcome back to Investing with Confidence. As always, I am your host, Joshua David, talking about these different techniques the institutions are using, why they are not using YouTube and books for education and building skills. How to learn that is to follow and have mentors in these financial markets. If you happen to miss 2 tickets for the investing class, call 952-814-4410. That's 952-814-4410. You have to call in right now for that. Also, the Cryptocurrency Foundations course. You can receive that when you call in and register for one of our investing classes right now. And if you're just tuning in, Online Trading Academy is located right here in Bloomington on their 25th year, teaching the skills and techniques to average investors or average people on how to have them use the markets for income potential. And now you wanted to get into another topic here, just something a little bit different, and it's the similarities between investing and taking a vacation.
Correct.
So I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I'm sure you have something good planned.
Well, they're almost exactly the same. Number one, the first thing you have to decide is where you're going. You're going to go to Florida, you're going to go to California, Alaska. They're all different directions.
Mm-hmm.
And then when do you need to get there? How long is it going to take you to get there? And how will you get there? Are you going to walk? Are you going to drive? Are you going to fly?
Okay.
Ride a bike?
Okay.
Those are all essentially the same thing as assets in the financial markets. And then how about if you're driving, how about using a GPS system that kind of smooths out the trip, make sure you stay on the right path, and keeps you out of trouble, because it will actually tell you if there's road issues or detours. So the same thing should be done when you're doing your investing. You know, where are you going? In other words, what do you want your future to look like? What do you want it to look like tomorrow, or in 5 years, or 10 years, or 20 years from now? And then how are you going to get there? How long is it going to take you to get to the point where you want to be during those different stages in your life? How you get there is going to be determined by you. You're unique. You're different than everybody else. There may be some people who will get there by investing in the stock market. There will be some people that need to have maybe an opportunity to do things more short-term that might use the futures market or the foreign exchange market or the options market. That's not any different than going off-roading. You're not going to go off-roading in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
You're probably going to use a four-wheel drive of some sort.
Yeah, think about that for a second, though. If somebody's planning for a vacation, how comfortable and fun that is, right? If someone is planning their trading and investing, that should also be comfortable and fun. Right. What does that look like? How do you make that fun and comfortable, and how does that actually happen? What does that life look like, I should say?
Well, one of the things that makes your family trip, comfortable is that you have this plan. You know where you're going. You know how you're going to get there. All those things. The same thing is true in investing. The more you know, and the more how you know how to do things, the more confidence you have in your decisions. And that's really our goal, is to bridge the gap between the fear and the unknown and lack of confidence to being confident and comfortable in the decisions that you make. In order to do that, you have to have the right education, but the skill building is a huge part of it. This is not something you can just go read a book on or listen to a 2 or 3 hour webinar. It is a process that takes time, and a big part of it is the skill building. That is what is going to determine whether the knowledge that you have is used properly or not, which determines whether you're going to be successful or not.
Yeah.
To get that skill building, it's a repetition of things. But when we think the only way you're really going to learn how to do this is to get hands-on. Start trading and investing as soon as possible under the guidance of, as you've mentioned before, mentors and people, coaches, people that have had the experience, that understand, what makes the market run, what changes price, what impacts price. They've gone through the trials and errors before they came to OTA, so you don't have to. When you're trading and investing, when you start and you got your hands on, you're actually trading and you're making mistakes, you want someone there to point out why the mistake was made, what you did wrong, and if you do something right, the same thing. You want to know why that was right, why that worked for you, because that's the kind of thing you want to repeat.
And it's not working smarter, it's working right.
It's working right, exactly. And again, we're simplifying this by providing these instructors that are going to guide you, and then will help you put together a plan that becomes that GPS that is going to take you from where you are now and give you the opportunity to bridge the gap to where you want to be in the future.
That's right, and that's what Al's talking about. Where you are now. Now is the time to do this, to have the proper tools to make better investing decisions. We're seeing great volatility in the markets, great opportunities in the markets. So having those tools, but having the knowledge and skills to be able to apply the right techniques and concepts. It's not about working smarter, it's working right, having those tools to do that. And that's why there's a big difference between the retail traders, the public, a lot of our listeners probably, and the institutions. They don't know where to buy and sell. The institutions know how to do that. So we have to trade like them. Al is talking about having a vacation. I mean, places you're going to be going and investing. You want to have the proper assets, futures, forex, options based on what you're planning to do. Whether you're looking on a long trip or long-term investing, whether you're looking for a short trip, short-term investing, you want to be in the proper assets to make those decisions. And if you want to learn how to do that, how to be a short-term trader, there's assets for that Al teaches in investing classes. If you want to be a long-term trader, there's assets and techniques that Al teaches in these investing classes as well. So call 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets for this investing class, or text the word invest to the number 484848. When you register for this class, we're going to give you a free cryptocurrency foundations course to learn how the cryptocurrency market actually works. So, Al, we have, I guess, the different types of investing, but you have to go place your decisions somewhere. You have to have the right data to do that. There's a lot of brokers and platforms out there, but they don't always give you the proper, I guess, data or proper tools to make investing decisions properly. Therefore, the brokers they just want their clients to trade as many times as they can. They just want their money in there. It's just like a broker. They just want assets under management. But how do you make decisions properly? Walk through this step, like a step-by-step approach real quick here on how you would teach somebody to get into a trade.
Well, it is a step-by-step process. And one of the things you have to control are your emotions. You don't want your emotions to get involved in your decision-making. So that's a hard thing to control. So number one, you need to have a plan that is a step-by-step, rules-based process. So if the people that worked on the floor of the exchanges, people that know what moves price, and they were actually doing that in their jobs, if they understand that and they put together a set of rules that you follow, and by the way, all of the pros, all of the successful pros out there and Wall Street, they have rules that they follow that put odds in their favor of being successful.
I want to correct you there for a second, Al. You don't have to be a professional to trade and invest and be successful. You have to be educated and know how to do that. They're just regular people, and you call them professionals because they do that as their profession. So just so our listeners understand, it's not like you have to have a degree or a certification to be a trader or investor. You just have to be knowledgeable and apply proper skills in the markets.
Right, yeah. And nobody is born with the skills to be able to do this. It is a learned process. It's something that you need the right education for. The great thing is that the education is available. The education, the skill building is available. But, the successful people out there, the people that understand what they're doing, they grab opportunities when they present themselves. They don't let them go by. But you have to know how to benefit from these opportunities. You have to know what they are, how to address them, and it's not a one-size-fits-all thing, because a lot of the education that's available basically assumes everyone is the same and that the things that impact the market are always the same. That's not the case. You may need to follow an education path that's totally different than everybody else because it's unique, it's specialized for you because you're unique. You are unique. And so you need to go to a place that has access to the different types of assets, how to use the right strategies to use those assets, how to maybe start out with that income portion of your life, but then you have to transition into the wealth portion at some time. And by the way, you need to know the income part of investing to be able to also benefit from the wealth that you develop and you rely on in retirement.
You're right, and you have to do that now. If you need that help with a plan, proper rules and investing plan, you have to take action. And don't be poor. That's passing over opportunities regularly. Here is that opportunity for an investing class right here in Bloomington. Call 952-814-4410 to learn techniques and strategies on how to have a plan in your investment strategies and your trading strategies, but rules within that plan. In these classes, Al teaches different techniques about how to buy at wholesale, sell at retail, just like the financial institutions do, but how to time the market by letting price come to you. Call 952-814-4410. When you call in right now, you got to call in now. You're going to receive a free cryptocurrency foundations course. There's a couple topics in there. There's the rise of decentralized finance and 5 steps to transacting cryptocurrency. Al, what's next?
Let's talk about the difference between a cutback and an add-on retirement.
The difference in retirement strategies. 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets for the investing class. This is Josh and Al, Investing with Confidence. We will be right back.